Hey y'all, this is Jocasta Lester. How are you? In this video, I want to talk to you briefly about how there are celebrities that are able to be veiled under the cloak of celebrity to hide their misdeeds that they do amongst us common folk. Okay? I believe that there are people that are so rich and so famous that it's hard to believe that they would do some of the wrongs that people accuse them of. And they get a certain kick or pleasure out of being hidden in plain sight, doing heinous and evil, unrighteous acts, okay, ungodly things. Um, I heard from what was a coworker. He talked about how there are, and this is to paraphrase some of the things that he was saying. There are record executives, people in the music industry, who, if you're an artist, they have connections and ties to the police force where they can kind of push you into doing things and accuse you and take you to jail legally for illegal acts, so that they kind of catch you up on these different conspiracies. In other words, they'll tie you up in a conspiracy to do something that you didn't do, accuse you and convict you of a crime that you particularly probably didn't commit, and they put people away. They sometimes have people killed secretly. And they're able to, in essence, not really, because with God, they don't get away with it. They don't. With Jesus, they don't get away with it. But at the end of the day, a lot of these rappers, a lot of these actors and actresses, a lot of these models, what they've done was effectively converted people into two forms of people. Either the people that are running away, scared, and kind of covertly condoning them because they don't do anything to be active against them, or the other class, the ones that are fearful of them and would get up and mobilize to do things in service to them in an effort to either, get promoted among them. They fear them like they're God and they serve them like they're gods, but they're not God. And they're more or less anti-Christian and demonic as people. So that, let's say they got an artist, they want to take that artist and shelf that artist on the behalf of another artist that they don't want to lose their buzz. Okay. So let's say there's a rapper that they want to remain really big. And there's this other up and coming rapper that they don't really like that person getting big because that person doesn't stand for the anti-Christian agenda that they prefer to promote openly. So that they take this particular rapper, they plant drugs in their car, they do all types of things, then they stalk them down as the police, they arrest them, they convict them of a crime, they go to prison, they get treated badly in prison, they come out a different person altogether because they've been effectively put into a form of docility that no one wants to talk about. They come out, and then that artist has effectively been sent back to work at a company like I don't know, Roto-Rooter or or HVAC. They're doing something else. They used to rap really well, but now they're fearful of these people. So they've put them back in the world as that. But they're the types that, in order to keep them in that form of docility, from time to time, they come and harass this person or sets of people because they know that they fear them and they know that they can kind of have they have a little bit of pull with they treat, there's somebody to these people. There's somebody formidable and somebody that they fear, so that they taunt and harass these people repeatedly because they can use them for something. They're dispensable in that way. So that they send these people to go and be the informants, the types that chirp to them, because either they're trying to get away from them or they're trying to get back to where they were with them. So that if they're trying hard to get back into the music that they love and were driven away from because of these types, these vultures, these hawks, these predatory types, then they would, in essence, run toward the industry and away from it at the same time because they're trying to get back on, but they don't want to get back on in that way. But they can be used a little because they're trying to hustle dope. They're trying to do little things to kind of stay afloat. Okay. In other words, they've kind of put them in a felonious way of living such that they're scraping by. They're coming up with hustle after hustle and getting hired by companies that keep people down that have felonies. Okay. So in essence, they've oppressed them into a way of living that's they in other words, they found a way to control people and keep them in a particular pit, so that when somebody comes and they pass through the pit, They're like the pit monster that's there to keep them down, because now they see another hopeful. Oh, another one of those. And then they've been conditioned to believe that, oh, this one has to be taken down, or they ain't going to go too far. I ain't going to encourage them to do nothing no more. You get it? So, repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Have a blessed and marvelous day. Basically, there's corruption that works in the form of oppression of people, docility in people, and then them being used to hurt others. Okay? They make another monster to prey on others as monsters, to make more monsters. Okay? So, come to Jesus while it's still day. I talked to an actual person who left me believing that there are some rappers that are very popular that people fear. But don't fear any human being like God. And I understand that there are people that are willing to torture people. They are willing to hurt people's actual bodies. They're willing to maim, but they're wrong. And don't believe that they're right for 1 second. And don't believe that it's the act of God for them to torture anyone. You got it? So have a blessed and marvelous day, and repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Thank you for watching this video. My nose feels like something's hurting it right now. I spiritually experienced something. And I think somebody in this hour, in this day, it is January 29th, 2023. If you know anything about Augusta, Georgia, somebody go and see about everybody, every child between the ages of 15 and 18. Just see about them in Augusta, Georgia. See about them anywhere, but particularly in Augusta, Georgia. It feels like somebody's trying to take my nose off. You got it? So repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand, and have a blessed and marvelous day. You guys take care.